Is it recording? Okay.
Make sure it's a good angle.
Is the best angle? Is the best angle? Look, my face looks the same. Look, I might as well even talk to you like this. It looks the same. So today we did a lot of drilling, a lot of sparring, a lot of fighting, but we didn't just like randomly did stuff. We had a focus. And if I had to give advice for beginners, I'm not saying this is the #1 way to train, but this is what I would recommend. Because a lot of the times fights start from standing. If it's like a street fight, I'll probably run away. I probably would not even fight. But fights start from standing. So if I were to tell from beginners moving forward, learn #1 to be aware of takedowns and get some few takedowns under your belt that you could actually get the fight to the ground. So #1, the first drill we did was drilling for takedowns. If you took your partner down, in my book, you won. Because in a fight, you take someone down, you drop their head on the pavement, you win. You take him down, you get on top of him, you could punch him, you win. In tournament, you take someone down, you get 2 points. So you already win. The second strategy, right, once you get good at takedowns, if you don't take someone down, let's say in a tournament, they're probably going to pull guard. And if they're better than you in guard, they're probably going to win. So your second thing on the list of things to get good at after the takedowns is your guard passing. Because if you play with guys here that are beating you from guard, they're only beating you from guard because they're better than you in guard. That's the only reason. If their guard wasn't as good as like your ability to pass, guess what? They would not be playing guard with you. You'll be too busy tapping them. So a lot of times when you play with guys who have good guard game, they're not beating you because they're beating because they have better guard than you. So if you take them down and pass their guard, they're not going to do as well, right? So your goal is to focus on becoming really good at guard passing. You're either going to take someone down, get 2 points, or they're going to pull guard, you're going to pass their guard, get either side position or mount, and you get 2 points. The third thing we didn't talk about today, once you get good at guard passing, the third step is to learn how to improve your position from guard. And notice I'm not saying win from guard. Nowhere in the book it says you have to win from guard, right? In guard, your goal is to just get into better position. If you get a submission, great. If you can't, do something better. So let me borrow Shiraz here for a second. Let's just assume here, Shiraz is in my guard, right? I'm going to either try to sweep him, maybe I get a submission, maybe I get lucky, but it's not wrong for me to escape my hips and stand up. Because 2 things are going to happen from here. He's either going to pull guard, and now I get to pass guard, or he's going to stand up. Guess what? I'm fine with that. We'll do takedowns. So take the stretch. So sometimes from guard, you don't have to win. If you feel like you're having a hard time getting submission from guard, stand up and base. Because then you're back to square one. Either takedowns or passing guard. #4, right? It's when you're on the bottom. I'm sorry, that's #5. Because you never want to be on the bottom in Jiu Jitsu. #4, you're on top. You're dominating position. Once you get on top, your goal is never get off top. Once you're in top position, you stay on top. The only reason you're on the bottom is because the person either got lucky or they did a move and got you on the bottom. Once you get on top, your goal is to smash with your weight, with your body, and win from top. You never want to try to like, oh, I'm top, let me pull him back in my guard. No, once you're on top, make him suffer. And #5 would be, okay, you're on the bottom. Now you have to survive, you have to defend, and you have to improve position. So let's say you're a white belt, and I see some white belts, they start playing from guard right away. They start like this, as a white belt. And next thing you know, they're on their back, and someone's on top of them. If you're a white belt, the chances of you trying to sweep someone from guard are probably not going to happen. You go with blue belts, purple belts, it's going to be very difficult. So try right from the get-go, figure out, instead of pulling guard, how can I get on top of my partner? How could I dominate the fight? Takedowns, very important for you guys, right? So if, let's say you're a white belt, at some point you're still going to end up on the bottom and practice from the bottom. So always try to win from the best possible position. If I start fighting from guard from the get-go, my probability of winning is not the same if I start fighting from my feet and I have a chance either to take you down or pass your guard. Get on top of you, or you end up in my guard. I either finish you from top, or I sweep you from guard, get on top and try to finish you. So you always want to try to fight from the strongest possible position. So what I would encourage you guys, next time you guys play guard with somebody, if you're in the guard and you hang out here, wherever it is, just stand up and see what your partner does. They're either gonna sit back and you're gonna pass guard, or they're gonna stand up. So try to incorporate that. Master Marshall and I, we were talking, and he told me his secret to not having his guard pass, right about when someone's about to pass his guard, he just stands up. And sometimes he'll stand up and then pull him back into guard, just to change the pace. So any questions on what we did today? You guys did an amazing job. Like I said, this is not God's way of doing things. This is just my idea. You could apply it to your strategy if it works for you. Look, if you're really good at guard, you're super flexible, you love the guard game, you could pull guard all day long. I'm just saying this is something that I like to do. And if I was fighting competitively, I would try to stay on top unless you escape somehow. So great job today. We're going to open it to open mat. 1, 2, 3, guys.